Hi guys. Today's topic is near and dear to my heart. Some of you may know that our family suffered some miscarriages, one in 2011 and one in 2012. And this is basically something that can be related to this or possibly even another situation. And it's a question sometimes that we come to when we don't understand. And that is, did I do something wrong? Did I cause this? Was this my fault? And those are some really difficult questions to ask at a time like this or something similar where you're feeling like maybe you did something wrong or maybe you could have done more in the situation that you're in or the loss that you experienced, and you're carrying this guilt and this weight and this regret and this wondering and what if. And you know, when I found out I was pregnant with our first baby born into heaven, we waited to tell the kids. We were on our way to Colorado, a family trip. We had so much planned, so many outdoor adventures together we were really excited about. We did a bunch of hiking in Garden of the Gods. It was super fun. I love that place. We planned to go whitewater rafting, and I actually didn't get to go because they said, if you're pregnant, you shouldn't go. And so I didn't go. The rest of the family went, and to this day, I still haven't got to go whitewater rafting. We went up Pikes Peak, and I remember feeling kind of woozy and sitting down because I was short of breath, which happens there if you've ever been there. And then in 2012, Grace, our second baby, was born into heaven. And I remember while I was pregnant with Grace, I was kneeboarding out on the lake, and it was so much fun. Nothing went wrong. I didn't feel like I got hurt in any way. But that question, sometimes we can think back about what did I do or what didn't I do? And we ask, was this my fault? Did I do something wrong? Could I have stopped this? We go through all this what ifs and sometimes things happen that we just don't really foresee. But here's the deal. We cannot continue to live in this place of blame or shame or what ifs or regrets or wondering. It doesn't honor anybody to carry that kind of guilt, that kind of regret, or that wondering. At some point, it's going to be best if we're able to face those true feelings or questions that we have and the unknowns and be willing to let them go. Ask God to help us. Take the burden off us. Let that go. Why did this happen? On this side of heaven, I may never know. But I must move forward in living out my life from this point on to the best of my ability to love, to serve, to do some kind of good in the world. And so I want to encourage you today that if any of this sounds really familiar to you, if you've been having these feelings or these thoughts, I encourage you to start taking the steps in facing any guilt or what ifs or regrets. You're not alone if you have those questions and you're wondering. At different times in our lives, I think we all potentially have these kinds of questions. And there are so many things we just don't have control over, really. Either way, the world needs you whole right now. And so I want to ask you to start working towards being whole again, at least to the best of your ability where you're not carrying this. Does that make sense? I've had to let go of what I don't understand so that I can be of some value in this world. I can't live in that place anymore. And I'm asking you to try. In Ecclesiastes 3:11, and I know I've shared this verse before, but it says, He's made everything beautiful in its time. He's also set eternity into the human heart, yet no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end. Now, I'm not saying that God caused this to happen, but I believe that though hard things happen in the world, we need to trust God in that we're not always going to understand why. We're not going to always have the answer to those what ifs or whys. Anyway, I just wanted to share that really hard truth today, and I hope you don't find yourself here, but if you do, I understand. I've been there, and I'm not there anymore. I've let go. I know that there's things that I'm just not going to understand why it happened, or even just take myself through the pain of guilt or regret or what if. So share this with anybody that you think that this might speak to or help. And you're welcome to reach out to me at Laurie@myloveandgrace.com. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to pray with you, or just be a listening ear. Anyway, have a good one.